Here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Denver Broncos. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble of bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 45-yard line. To throw is Watson. Throw left side complete. It's Fisher. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 11 more on that one and another first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Derrick Henry. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Faking the give. Now Watson. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. K.J. Hamler, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive.
The kicker on for the extra point.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count.
The score.
Extra point safely through. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
5-yard line.
Now Murray, he bootlegs it. A short one here secured by the tight end Waller. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First down, Raiders.
From the gun, Murray. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Touchdown.
Henry Ruggs. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up.
Daniel Carlson on.
As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down in those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the pass.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws that quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. Takes two to tango. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And this throw will be intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. He looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5.
The tackle made.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's Murray back near his goal line. Trying to lay one up deep. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
1st and 10.
But when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
After the interception, here's Watson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Tanner Muse with it. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Kyler Murray, 55 yards. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
18-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
The 33-yard line.
A quick throw caught out wide by Judy. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory, right at the 40. A shotgun snap for Watson. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he's taken down inside the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
On first down, it's Watson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Right there, 54.
To the air yet again, Watson. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. KJ Hamler, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 4.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
They'll get this into the hands of Dillon, complete. And he will have the Broncos first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. A first down carry for Henry. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Now it's Watson. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That catch good for only a couple. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Henry. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Stop short of the goal line. A 2-yard pickup.
Here's Henry, and he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Derrick Henry with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2. From the gun, here's Watson to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking...
It's a foot race. He's at the 50. And all the way down to the 29. He's had his eyes on 7,000 career rushing yards, and with that last effort, he has hit that mark. What a career.
And that is the number to focus in on, because oftentimes we talk about where do they rank all time. We're not there yet. He's not knocking on the top 10 or the top 20, but over 7,000 yards in a career, fantastic.
His throw incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. That'll bring up second down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Murray again, 2nd and 10. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Touchdown, Raiders.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Good.
And he's got it up and through.
Raiders 21, Broncos 13.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
It's called taking. No hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'm going for the sake. Boy, today's make the live. And I'm going to the bed until we all get them buckets. Get our footsteps coming, cause we coming for the sake.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Watson, off play action. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On first down, Henry. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
He's a pickup of 6. Brings up
now Watson.
4.
And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
A 2-yard pickup. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. Flush to his right. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
punt of 38 yards officially. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Now Murray off play action. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Michael Ojemudia. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
Now it's Watson. A bootleg. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Off of play action, it's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Let's go, baby.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. And we were down on the field watching Henry warm up before the game. He's a big man. No wonder he breaks those tackles.
And you remember what I told you when we were watching? It's not all pads.
Yeah.
And you get him out of pads and just see him in a regular suit or an outfit. He is a huge human being and a lot faster than what people...
And now Watson throws another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Jared Davis. The 40, 30, past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
Daniel Carlson on
Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Out of the gun, Watson. This is Hamler on the receiving end. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
At their 49-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From the gun, Watson. And now Watson throws another interception. Tanner Muse with it. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4.
First down.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just... And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The reason we ball for circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Looking left sideline, incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 35. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Raiders add on to their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun, Watson. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. K.J. Hamler in the final seconds of the first half. And the Broncos cut into that lead.
Terrific. Touchdown. I know we've got a game now.
Yeah, I think anytime you go to the second half down just 1 or 2 scores, you feel not where you want to be, but in a pretty good spot.
And I think for most teams, when they go into the half in this situation, it's not a lot of adjusting going on. It's much more, all right, guys, let's just play a little bit better than we did in the first half.
And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. With the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Play fake. Murray. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target. Third down here.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
On third down, here comes Jacobs. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on fourth down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Returnable now for Woodson. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, they trail by 3 scores. Look, they're not completely out of this, but it's sort of go time right now.
Yeah, and they knew that coming out after halftime, it was going to take a collective effort to get back into this ball game. The defense got the stop for them, so maybe that can get things started. Now the offense has to pick their game up as well, and if they can put a score on the board, hey, they could get back in it in a hurry.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I got you. I got you. Hey, watch that. Watch that. Jonathan.
Watson now to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Watson now. From the gun, he'll throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Jonathan Abram picks it. And nothing but daylight ahead. He's at the 40, 20, 10, 5. Well, that was almost a 4-point swing. The interception, if he had returned it all the way, would have been 2 for them, but just a little bit shy.
And when it's a play like that, you're exactly right with the math. But don't you feel like it would have counted for more if they found their way all the way back to the end zone and gotten the 2? That changes the whole momentum, doesn't it?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And some space here. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3-and-out.
Check 15. Check 15.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. Now this time Murray to throw it. Reception here by Ruggs. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
The kick by Carlson is good. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point's not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Watson on 1st down. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
2nd and 5 at the 30-yard.
He'll go up top here he's got a man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
1st and 10 at the 30.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Throwing again is Watson. That's going to be caught by Judy. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Bulldozes past him, and it's complete. Henry. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
15-yard line.
Again, it's Watson. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. So now after the face mask penalty, here's 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. Watson looks to throw again. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. Back now here on EA Sports.
25.
It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Noah Fant with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Broncos get a bit closer.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. And that will cut this lead down to 13.
Makes the score Raiders 45, Broncos 32.
Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And I think the Broncos have it. They do. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They're in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. Here's Watson. Sliding out of the pocket. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And now here is another interception. Jonathan Abram picks it. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Now a quick throw out wide to Ruggs.
Murray's pass.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. And this Bronco defense really selling out to stop the run, and it pays off. They get him behind the line twice in a row.
Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was onto it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. It's a gain of 5. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, break 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and
intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at about the 31, the 20, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
Kicker on for the extra point.
Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. And after these timeouts, what are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. It's taken on the 25. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth-quarter lead. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. KJ Hamler, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. To throw again. Watson. That's caught left side by Judy. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 37-yard line. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
On first down, it's Watson. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Watson. And that'll be incomplete. KJ Hamler, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
They come up on a 1st and goal, and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Derrick Henry with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Broncos are an extra point away from taking the lead. And with that, his guys take the lead here by a point.
Makes the score Broncos 46, Raiders 45.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. The drive starts with a completion left side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. On play action, it's Murray. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Third down.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Again, they'll throw with Murray. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. 2 division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 more yards there and another first down. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. He'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
To Josh Jacobs.
5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up second down.
2nd and 5.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
Jacobs.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow, wow. I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. One possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Escaping the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
Tonight's final
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Las Vegas, it's a very important win as they move to 9-4 now on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, it's a loss that could have implications on the playoff race as they fall to 9-4. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jackson.
I don't know no better.